Hello, welcome back to our new video. In this video, we are going to many more things. But before that, let's review all the things we have learned in our previous lesson. So let me just enable a screencast keys. Now, in our previous lesson, we have learned these tools, the outliner, anything we select in a viewport will be highlighted here in the outliner, and this is called detail panels, in which we are able to see details of any object or anything we are going to select in our viewport. And after that, what I told you about these engines, this is called rendered view, this is called material shading, and this is called viewport. By default, we are on the viewport, and if we want to go to the material preview for knowing or for doing materials on our objects, then we can select this. So it will take a bit. Okay, there is a little bit error compiling heavy engine shaders, so I don't know what are the problems, but yeah. Then now what we have to do to create new blend file, and then we are going to learn how to edit, and there are few tools and that are very basic and very important to know about. Now by default, these objects are in our viewports, and now I am going to tell you how to go into edit mode. So here you are able to see object mode. If you select this, there are a bunch of tools you will see, right? Edit mode, and then scroll mode, and then vertex paint, and then wet paint, and then texture paint. So four these four tools are a little bit advanced, but for now I am just going to tell about edit mode, how to edit. And these tools are the same tools as I told you in our object mode. Like in this here, the first few tools are the same in the edit mode, and after that it's like cursor. This is a move tool. This is a rotate tool. This is a scale tool. This is a transform tool, and this is annotate and measure tool, and it's called add cube, and this called both grave. And after that there is extrude region, insert faces, bevel tool. So how extrude regions? I'm not going to tell you what are the extrude regions, but there is a little bit another tool. Let me undo these things. So what are extrude tool? If I am selecting this on select boss and then select face, and sorry, before that let me tell you what are faces, edges. So on this mode we are able to be by default, this is called vertex. The point you are able to see here, this is a point. Single point is called vertex. Collection of two vertices are called vertices. And then if we are selecting this whole four points, this is also called vertices. So after this there is a edge. What is the edge? The ending point or the starting point The margin of middle line is called edge. Like this. Here it is a vertex, here is also a vertex. But the middle line is called edge. Cube has four vertex and also four edges. Middle line of two vertex are called edge. You can take this as a definition. And then there is called face. What is face? To slate hole with four vertices and four edges. All the things comes in the face, and we have one face to each side, right? It's the four vertex here, and then four edges there also. And then if we are going to slit this whole thing will slit. But if we are going into the edge, just we can slit this middle line, this middle line, this middle line, this middle. But and same goes with this. If we are on the vertex, then we are able to select this, and this. But on the face mode, we are going to select all this. Now I am going to tell you shortcut key of extrude tool. By selecting this face and then press E on my keyboard, E on my keyboard, and then move a bit, and then just press left click on my mouse. Here you are able to see on the object mode there's a no difference, but on the edit mode there's a lot difference. And how you can switch from object to edit mode by not going to select from here, you just press tab on your keyboard to draw from object mode to the edit mode. Now if you go into the edit mode, here you are able to see what we have done. So we just, our face was here, and then we just extrude it like here. If I'm selecting this face, and then I am just press E on my keyboard to extrude in Z axis, and then just press, we have to press Z. By default it's on the Z axis, and then we are able to make another face from that to increase the size of it. It's called extrude tool. And there is another tool called insert tool. Here you will see insert faces. So this is, there is also a key for this, how to insert faces. You just press I on your keyboard to insert face. To create a face under the face, like you have to, it will create another new face in the face, and then you just have to press left click on your mouse, and then it will be like this. There's another face in the face, and you can also extrude it in the z axis, and then it will be like this. So now we can also going to do this same to this face. We are just inserting this face. How will we insert? By the short key on your keyboard, you just have to press I, and then press E on your keyboard to extrude it, and then here you are able to see the difference. We can same do with this by going on the edit mode, then selecting on the upper face, and just press I on your keyboard and then E on your keyboard to extrude it on this face. Then it will look like this. And then there's another tool called bevel. So there's also a shortcut key on your keyboard. I Most of the time I use shortcut keys on my keyboard, then just going on to the edit mode and selecting the tool and then apply on our object. But most of the time I just do what I do is simply press shortcut keys on your keyboard to do whatever I want to do, because Blender is a very friendly shortcut app. So now I am trying to select all this object. How will we select all? By just one select by this, and then other thing is with A, if you press this and press A on your keyboard, you will able to, if you press anything of your object like any vertices, any edge or any face, and then you if you press A on your keyboard, this will mean select all the link objects of the object like this. So now I am just press Ctrl B on my keyboard to give it little smoothness. And now you are able to see there was different before and now it's a little bit different. Now it's the error. We will fix this topology and then you are seeing the different after the bevel tool. What bevel tool do is to add just a little bit geometry on your object in your object and just smooth it little bit, not little bit as much as you want. So if we undo this, and here you will see like just make your eyes available here, and then you just if press Control B and then sorry, if you press Ctrl B and then you are able to see the segments are one. If we scroll our mouse, you will able to increase the segments, and the more segments you have, the more smoother your object will be like look like. And yeah, so I am just adding a little bit segments like 3 or 4, 4, and then just like this. Sorry, it's a disaster look like. It's okay with here. Now you are able to see the look of this, the perfect smoothness. If we shade smooth this by pressing right click on your mouse and then just press shade smooth, it's a little bit more smooth. So these are basic tools. You should learn these tools and practice on your Blender to improve. The more you practice, the more you will improve. So in this video, I told you what are the insert keys, how to bevel an object, and how to extrude an object. And there is a called face, edge, and vertices, and you just have to play around this. And most important, play with move tool, scale tool, and rotate tool. These tools are amazing to play with, and add any random object and then just with the edit mode uh, insert the faces, extrude it, and then see what happens next. Met something good. And yeah, this is today's video. Meet you in other video.